What's up, Invincible family? How are you? It is a Monday. So I am going to start doing a weekly live show where I'm going to spend about 30, maybe 45 minutes, depending on how excited I get, running through some training with you guys. So give me a hello, give me a hi when you jump on. Hi, Haley. So these are going to happen every Monday at 1 p.m. Except for in 2 weeks, because in 2 weeks we're going to be doing the live training. So we're going to do a 5-day Invincible launch program. Okay, so it's gonna be a free 5-day, I hate the word challenge, but workshop for you guys. So what I want to do today is I want to actually give you guys, hi Amanda, I want to give you guys some prep work. So if you do what I teach you today, when we get to the 14th, which will be day 1 of the 5-day, you're going to be in way better shape than if you just start that day, okay? So what I want to talk to you guys today about is Facebook and Facebook optimization, especially on your profile, okay? So I spent some time last week browsing some profiles of coaches that I know, okay? And the resounding, and the reason I'm doing this is that the resounding thing that I saw was I would go to their page, and I know they're a coach, but it was not at all obvious that they were a coach, right? And so what I want you guys to think about is like your Facebook profile is it's a free business landing page essentially for you, okay? So if you're not using Facebook currently for your business, your personal profile, you should be, okay? The way Facebook is set up right now is that to run ads, to get people to see your stuff on your business page, you need to pay for that. But you can do a ton of stuff on your personal profile where you can get an audience, you can start to have people see your stuff, you can bring people a step closer, you can get their emails, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do on your personal profile. So if you're not doing that, you really should be. I'm gonna move this because it's driving me crazy. All right, so a couple things we're gonna talk about today, okay? So we're gonna talk about your I help statement, we're gonna talk about your profile picture, we're gonna talk about your banner, and then we're gonna talk about your links, okay? So if you guys have questions as we go through this, let me know, okay? If you're watching live, drop me a 1. If you catch the replay, drop me a 2. And if you are watching the replay and you have questions, drop them here. I will come back and answer them, okay? So first things first, when someone comes to your profile picture should be just you, okay? You should be looking happy, inviting, warm, smiling at the camera, okay? So I know we all have pictures of our family and pictures of our kids and pictures of our dogs, and maybe we have a favorite cartoon character, but your profile picture needs to be very distinctly you, right? And so you looking at the camera, smiling, okay? Being sort of on brand, okay? So let's talk about that for a second. If you have a brand, or if you don't have a brand, you should have one eventually, okay? Your brand is just you. But you really want to get to the point where you have brand colors, where everything is similar, so that people start to see that and they're like, oh, right? Like I have 6 colors for Invincible Entrepreneur. So if you've seen the logo, everything I do has those colors, okay? When I do photo shoots, I try to have those colors, right? So you want to have those brand colors, those brand fonts. So when you're creating graphics in Canva, which we'll talk about later, you have those colors and there's consistency, okay? So ideally, if you can take a picture in one of your brand colors, do that, okay? Brand colors don't matter per se, what color they are, but you want to see consistency, okay? So when you're creating things and people see them, they're not just like, oh, that's just something somebody, grabbed off Canva and it's somebody else's color, somebody else's fonts. It makes no sense for your brand, okay? So smiling, looking at the camera, and only you, okay? It should be just a headshot. It doesn't need to look like a cheesy 1980s, professional headshot, but it should be you, and it should be you smiling at the camera, okay? So first things first. Second thing, you need to help people identify what you do and who you help and why you do it, right? Or how you help them, okay? So you can have an I help statement, right? I help heart-centered coaches reach 10K months in flow. That's mine. And then it says where personal development or personal growth meets business strategy, okay? Or something like that. You need something like that, okay? I see so many coaches, so many entrepreneurs getting caught up in the in their I help statement, right? And if you guys are an entrepreneur, drop me a comment below if you've changed it 15,000 times, if you're still not sure of it, if you still don't love it, all of those things, right? And so I have a process to which I take people through, which we kind of go through a version of the Genius model, where we really look at what are the 3 pain points of your client? What is their outcome? And once you know that, it's a lot easier to come up with your I help statement, okay? So if you don't have an I help statement, it should say something like, I help blank do blank, right? So I help entrepreneurs. Mine says heart-centered. So if you can be specific, right? Please try not to say something along the lines of, I help people Well, we assume you probably help people if you're a coach, right? So I help who? Driven females, female entrepreneurs, male lawyers, like whatever it is, like be as specific as you can. Okay. They can be words that describe their profession or words that describe the current state that they're in, right? So I help heart-centered coaches. Okay. And then the next part should be, how do you help them, right? So mine is reach 10K months in flow. Okay. So yours could be, I help driven women relieve anxiety. I help driven women find happiness. I help driven women. What is the outcome? Okay. So the last part should be, what is the outcome? So who do you help and what is the outcome? Okay. You can add a piece to it of, I help driven entrepreneurs do this thing so that they can XYZ, right? So a lot of my clients, it's sort of like, I help overwhelmed moms relieve anxiety so that they can be present and have passion, right? So there can be a little more to it, but it just needs to be really clear. Who do you help and how do you help them, right? What is the outcome? Okay, when we're talking about our clients, you guys, they want to know the outcome that they're going to get from working with you. Okay, just keep that in mind for all the things that you're doing. They don't really care how you get them there. They don't care any of that. They want to know, I'm over here and I need you to get me over here. Okay, so your I help statement should make it very clear who do you help and where are they going to end up. Okay, you can also do something like helping, right? Instead of I help, it can be helping. So you only have so many characters, and I should know this, but I don't off the top of my head know how many characters it is. So mess around with that, but it could be helping female, driven entrepreneurs do XYZ, right? So if you need help with your I help statement, I'm going to put this out there right now. I'm doing that free workshop in 2 weeks, okay? If you want to have this nailed down and perfect, I'm going to do 5 15-minute phone calls where you and I will jump on the phone. We will nail down your I help statement. We'll figure out your profile so your profile is optimized before we get into this challenge, okay? Because I promise you guys, if you optimize this and you do this stuff for the next 2 weeks, when we do that workshop, by Thursday of that week, you will have leads, okay? You will know how to run a mini launch and you're gonna know how to get clients, okay? So if that's interesting to you, which it should be, you wanna be ready for January, right? And I'd love to see you all make 5, 10, 15K between now and the end of the year, okay? So do these things now. So if you're confused, if you need help, if you're just like, someone tell me if this is good or bad or how I can shift it, let me know. I'll drop the link or send me a DM. I've got 5 spots, okay? Only 5 spots. They're 15 minutes. So we're going to get in. We're going to get out. We're going to be efficient. We're going to get you rocking and rolling, okay? So picture, looking at the camera, smiling, happy, inviting, okay? Just you. I help statement. Who do you help and what's the outcome that you're going to provide, okay? The next thing is you need to have a banner, okay? This is one of the things I think I see the most where coaches kind of miss the boat, okay? So it's like they have their I help statement, their profile picture is pretty good, but then their banner is just scenery or something pretty, and that's fine. But when you're running a business, your banner should be a way for your client or for your potential client to take a step closer, okay? So if you think about everyone on Facebook is a cold lead, they're not a lead, but you want to be able to take them from, if there's a funnel, you want to be able to take them from cold to warm to hot to purchase, right? So you should have a way. To me, the easiest way is a Facebook group, okay? There are so many benefits of Facebook groups right now. You should have a banner. You should have a Facebook group. We're going to talk about this in the workshop, how to set that all up and all that kind of stuff. So if that's not where you are right now, that's okay. But start thinking about that. You're going to want to have a Facebook group, okay? So to me, your banner should be, hey, this is my Facebook group, right? Like mine says, join Becoming Invincible, come be invincible with us, something like that. I don't know what it says clearly. But it's very clear that I'm like, hey, join my Facebook group. This is what you're going to find inside of that Facebook group. And here's how you join it. Okay. So if you don't have that, but you have a website or you have a business name or you have something, that banner should very clearly be like, hey, I'm a coach. This is what I do. And this is how you can be a part of it. Okay. If it's like, just some scenery background, when people come to that, they're like, are they really a coach, right? You want to think that you're amplifying your authority. So when people come, they're like, wow, right? And if you have a picture of yourself on a stage or giving a speech or even talking to a Zoom room, like you can amplify your authority by having that on there, okay? If you've been featured in places, featured in here, interviewed by so-and-so, put podcasts you've been on, don't make it all jumbly, but make it so that it amplifies your authority, okay? When people come to your page, they want to be like, oh, wow, this is Amanda. She's an amazing coach. I need to work with her, right? So remember, you're amplifying your authority. You're making yourself look professional. It's a pretty simple way to not have a website, okay? So once you have that banner done, here's the biggest problem that I see with so many people. We all do it on our laptop, right? because that's easier. If we're in Canva, we're building things, we're having somebody do it for us, we're probably doing it on our desktop or a laptop, right? So you make it the size it needs to be on your desktop, and then you go to mobile and it looks terrible. And most of us don't check our own profile on mobile, or we don't do it often enough. So the problem is when you go to mobile, say you have like a link or something on your banner, well, in the mobile, it puts the picture right in the middle of it. And all of a sudden you can't see all the writing that was there, okay? So when you are making that picture, look at it in the mobile version. Put it on your phone and then look at it on your phone and see what it looks like, okay? It does look a little strange on the laptop, but like 90% of Facebook users are on their phone. So it's in my opinion, it's way more important for it to look good on the mobile versus on your laptop, okay? So optimize your banner so that it actually works with your mobile picture inside of it. Also, if you're gonna have two pictures, if you have a picture on your banner and a picture on your profile, I probably wouldn't do the same exact picture, just my preference. Because your face is like side by side, and so you want it to look like there's a couple different pictures, but make them blend, make them look good, okay? So you've got your picture, you've got your I help statement, you've got your banner, okay? Theoretically, you also have colors. We can talk about that, or if you need help with that, or you need help with Canva, you don't know how to do any of that stuff, let me know, I'm happy to help you, okay? So now, you need to have a link, okay? So if you have a Facebook group, and if you don't, remember you're gonna have one in 2 weeks when we go through this workshop, you're going to have inside, so if you go to edit your profile, there's a place where you can put a website, okay? When you have a Facebook group, you can go into your Facebook group, okay? You can change the URL so that it says www.facebook, whatever it is, groups, blah, 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 blah. Change it to the name of your group, okay? Don't let it bring up whatever it brings up, hashtag weird, blah, blah, blah. You don't want that, okay? So what you want is name it what your group is called, and then you can copy that link, take that link and put it inside of your profile, okay? So that when you're like, hey, join my group below, they scroll down, there's the link, and then they join your Facebook group, okay? Make it as easy as possible for people to understand how to take a step closer and how to learn more about what you do, okay? So banner, link to your group, profile picture, and your I help statement, okay? That's pretty simple, but I'm shocked at how many people don't have that stuff optimized, right? And you're like, but I'm doing all the things and I'm posting all the things and I'm not getting any action. People's first impressions matter. I hate to say that, but it's true. People's first impressions matter, right? So if that stuff's not set up and they scroll down and they just see cat jokes or what have you, and they're like, well, is this person really a coach? Like, they want to charge me a premium price, which you all should be if you're coaches, but I can't tell from their page what they're actually doing or what they're talking about, okay? So second thing that we're going to talk about today is friends, okay? You can have 5,000 friends on Facebook. If you don't have 5,000 friends and you're going to try to build a business, you need to get to 5,000 friends as fast as humanly possible, okay? If you have 200 friends and you're hoping that you're going to get, 10 new coaching clients, say at 1K a month and get to 10K months, if you only have a pool of 200 people to pull from, how hard is it going to be to get to those 10 people? If you have 5,000 people and you need 10, do you think you have a better chance of getting to that? Sorry, I feel like I'm teaching second grade right now to my daughter. So you want to have as many friends as possible, because the more friends you have, and the correct friends, and we'll talk more about that, but you want to make sure you have as many friends as possible, and friends that are actually going to want what you do, right? So if you only coach women and 90% of your Facebook is men, then that doesn't make a lot of sense, okay? So you need to figure out, and we're going to talk about this inside the workshop, but like, who is your ideal client? Or your ICA, where are they and how do you get in connection with them? But right now, go check your Facebook, see how many friends you actually have. And then from that point, if you already know who your ideal client is, you need to be spending some time in groups, talking to people, reaching out to people, becoming friends with people so you can grow your Facebook list. Because again, I'm going to teach you guys how to get engagement, but if you only have engagement from 150 people, it's going to be a lot harder to get those 10 leads or those 10 clients versus if you have 5,000 people, okay? So go take some inventory, see where you're at. If you have, and we'll talk about this more in that workshop, but if you have 5,000 friends, then you need to run a program called otter.io. I screwed up every time. AI, not Otter. That's totally wrong. That's what I have recording right now. It's friendfilter.ia, I think. But what that is a Chrome extension, and it will actually go through your friends list. It will download your friends list, and then it will show who's actually seeing your stuff, right? Because half of the thing with Facebook is that if you have 5,000 friends, maybe only 200, 250 people see it a day. We're going to talk about engagement hacks. We're going to teach you guys how to get more engagement, but you want to have 5,000 friends that are basically your ideal client. So you have a way better chance of actually getting those leads once we start to get engagement. And once you guys know exactly what to say to get people to take action, to get people to move, and to get people to go from cold to one of your new clients. Okay. So those are my tips for today. So if you need help, send me a DM. I've got 5 spots. If you want to post what your picture looks like, if you want me to go through and edit or to go through and look at your profile, let me know. I'm happy to do that too. I love I help statements. So if you guys need help with that, let me know. I lied to you. It was only 15 minutes, so that's okay. Shorter is better. You guys don't want to be here forever. So let me know if that helps. I'm going to post the link in the group for the workshop. So make sure you sign up for the workshop. That way you get the emails, you get the replays, you make sure you don't miss anything. I really, 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 really want you guys to be set up for success for the end of 2020. Again, I'm a huge, crazy person on this right now of you get to make your own destiny. Don't go into the end of the year being like, 2020 was the worst year ever, right? You still have a chance to change that, to shift that, to get your business off the ground and to really set yourself up to be in an amazing place in 2021. So if you need help, let me know. Look for that, look for the sign up so you can make sure that you get on that list and you get all the good stuff for the workshop. Mark your calendars for December 14th, the week of the 14th, leading up until the 20th. Okay, I'm gonna go live every day. I'm gonna actually do these at night. Not against my will, but I'm not a night person. I'm not an evening person. If you guys know me, I get up at 3:20 every day. So by the evening, I don't have as much energy as I usually do, but I know a lot of you guys are still working. So they're going to be at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every day that week. I'm going to go live. I'm going to teach you guys how to get engagement, how to get leads, how to get to 10K months, and literally how to have leads by Thursday of that week. So be on that workshop. It's completely free. I want to see you guys crush it. So be on the lookout for that. Let me know if you have questions on your Facebook stuff, and I will chat with you guys soon. Have a great day. Oh, and by the way, it's not December. Tomorrow's December, but I'm going to wear red all through December because if you know me, I'm also a Christmas fan. So love you guys. Appreciate it. Let me know how I can help, and I'll talk to you soon.